Join me as I dive deep into Germany's darkest hour in World War II and try to uncover the untold stories that shaped history. Germany's involvement in World War II was marked by initial successes as they quickly expanded their territory, taking over several European countries, which led to overconfidence in their military abilities and strategic decisions. Germany's fortunes began to change as the war progressed, facing significant challenges on the Eastern Front, where the Soviet Union's resistance proved fierce, and the harsh winter conditions took a toll on their troops. Morale began to decline, and the losses mounted. The Eastern Front became a graveyard for the German army, with millions of soldiers killed or wounded, and the Soviet Union's scorched earth policy left little for the German army to plunder. As the Allies advanced on the Western Front, Germany found itself fighting a two-front war, with its military might being stretched thin, and its economy struggled to keep up with the demands of war. The Battle of Stalingrad marked a major turning point, as Germany's army was defeated and the tide of the war began to shift in favor of the Allies. The consequences of Germany's military strategies and decisions were severe as the losses on the Eastern Front continued to mount, and the Allies advanced on the Western Front. The German army was forced to retreat, and the country's infrastructure began to crumble, with cities being bombed and the economy in shambles. The D-Day invasion marked another significant blow to Germany's military as the Allies established a foothold in Europe and the German army was unable to push them back. The Battle of Berlin was the final nail in the coffin as the Soviet Union's army closed in on the city and the German government was forced to surrender. The war had taken a devastating toll on Germany, with millions of soldiers and civilians killed and the country's economy and infrastructure left in ruins. The surrender of German forces in 1945 marked the end of the war in Europe and the climax of Germany's darkest hour as the country was forced to confront the atrocities committed during the war and the devastating consequences of its military aggression. The aftermath of the war saw Germany divided into East and West, with the Soviet Union controlling the East and the Allies controlling the West, and the country's economy and infrastructure had to be rebuilt from scratch. The war had a profound impact on Germany's people as they struggled to come to terms with the atrocities committed in their name and the devastating consequences of the war. The surrender marked a new beginning for Germany as the country began to rebuild and reflect on its past. Germany's darkest hour had a profound impact on the country and Europe, leading to a newfound commitment to peace and cooperation as the European Union was established, and Germany became a key player in European politics, and the country's economy began to flourish once again. The lessons learned from this period in history are still relevant today, and it's essential to remember the devastation and atrocities that occurred during World War II, so we can work towards a more peaceful and cooperative future and avoid repeating the mistakes of the past. Join the conversation and share your thoughts on Germany's role in World War II. And don't forget to check out my next video, where I'll be exploring another fascinating topic in history.